Okay, back for another Ikoria draft. Been doing pretty well. Let's keep it going. This time I made some espresso. We'll see if the stronger coffee translates to stronger mind. Show me something good. Yes, something good. All right. So, this. So, King Caesar here is a very powerful card. It's going to want us to be mostly white. So, I'm looking at a base white deck. That's kind of tough. There's also a Necropanther in the pack here that works very well with Caesar. This is a black-white. I'm looking at trying to get into Mardu colors to play this. I need to play some white, so what would I take in here? Fine to try to put in the cycling deck. Definitely fine to try to just play. But I can see it in black-red, black-white. Now that I'm looking at this kind of occupies a strange niche, but I am going to try to play it. Okay. So now there's a Vulpikeet, which actually goes into a black-white, into a mutating kind of strategy. There is a Rumbling Rock Slide that I would like to pick up, because I probably would be playing some black. However, Vulpikeet is a great way to trigger this mutate trigger a couple times, as well as give flying to this body. So I think in this pack, in this deck specifically, trying to play Snapdax, Vulpikeet's a pretty good card. Rock Slide is good for sure. I think it cuts white, which I need to be playing, and it leaves red open. We saw, I think there was a, oh shoot, I actually wasn't paying attention. Was there a Snare Tactician in the last pack? Or, I mean, yeah, there might have been. I don't think so. I'm thinking, maybe I'm just gonna take Rock Slide. Vulpikeet would be good, but I can try to get those later. Now there's a Dranite Stinger. I think I take Dranite Stinger here. Playing one of these in a Mardu deck that has some cycling is not a bad move. Helica Glider could be good, but I don't want to pass up a Dranite Stinger here. Stormwalled Caprador is pretty good. I'm a little confused where I put this card. What deck I play this card in. But I am going to do this. Okay, and now I get a Valiant Rescuer over, oh man, a good mutate target. But a Valiant Rescuer and a Dranite Stinger is pretty good. I'm not seeing a lot of cyclers as of yet, but I definitely want to pick up this Rescuer. Okay, now I get an opportunity to grab this King Caesar here. There's also a Marmoset in the pack. I think I'm going to take Marmoset. I think I'm going to take Marmoset because of the cycling direction we're going, and this is a not fantastic card, even though it mutates. This can be mutated on, and I'm going to try to just play this by mutating it. This Bloodfell Caves could be great to come back around. I wouldn't mind the Shredded Sails. Okay. I love this card in a cycling deck. And I think I'm going to pick it up here. Spell Eater Wolverine gets the job done in cycling as long as you're cycling instants and sorceries. So I don't mind that. Now there's Lurking Deadeye, but there's also a Shredded Sails, which is a fine playable card in my experience. I'm going to take that. No, there's a Mutual Destruction, but there's also a Lava Serpent. So we've got some good cyclers here. Lava Serpent's another thing to try to mutate onto this. Makes it a 5/5 double striker. Pretty happy about that. So, okay, so now there's a Bloodfell Caves or a Shredded Sails. I think here I take the Bloodfell Caves because black is a great splash option, and it makes it so I can play this, I can just hard cast this potentially. So I think I take Caves even though there's a Cycler in the pack. Wow, a Vulpikeet came back. So did Windscarred Crag. I think I have to take Vulpikeet. Vulpikeet triggers King Caesar again. And Caprador. Okay, so I'm in the right lane here. I'll take Tigerilla. I don't really expect to play that. This is that could enable a splash. It's also a cycler. So Caprador is a little bit of insurance against damage-based removal. King Caesar dodges most removal though, in terms of damage. Besides Rumbling Rocks, Rumbling Rock Slide would take it down. But it's not going to get hit by a Flame Spill. It's not going to get hit. I guess it could get hit by the Red Mythos. So there's another Rock Slide. And pretty much no good cyclers here. I mean, this is a good cycler. Well, this is a cycler and this is a cycler, but I'm not playing this. I could just take Cavern Whisper. We might be going a little bit more grindy here. Potentially, I could do an Unbreakable Bond. I think Unbreakable Bond to try to get this back could be okay, but Cavern Whisper could also just be fine to trigger a mutate. Maybe I'm supposed to take Rock Slide as a little bit of removal. I think I'm going to do that. Okay, now there's no fantastic cycler again. I think Porcuparrot could actually be fine in this deck. There's another Vulpikeet. These are not my colors, so we're kind of drifting away from cycling now. We are kind of going black, white, red mutate. And now some of these cyclers with a Valiant Rescuer, there's nothing wrong with that. I think I take Porcuparrot because if we're planning on splashing black, it's possible, or we maybe even move into more black. We don't have a lot of reason to be in white here besides these Caprador if we end up moving away from the cycling colors. I think I take Porcuparrot as the higher upside card. And now a little bit more of a pull into black. Again, these are 2-mana cyclers, but I'm running out of, I think pushing into cycling right now with just a Valiant Rescuer and a Marmoset is the wrong move. I'm going to take a Heartless Act. Okay, a good cycler. It's also a good cycling effect. It's also a good non-human creature. Raking Claws is certainly a solid cycler, but I think a Sanctuary Smasher is fine. In terms of low drops to mutate onto, I don't really have many. But I think over this Savai Sabertooth, if I want to get into mutate, I would try to move into black instead of white. As much as Vulpikeet is pretty solid. This could have been a good opportunity, a good reason to pick up that bond. Again, cycling, Lava Serpent's fine, but I think we're kind of moving away from the cycling. I'm not seeing too many very powerful payoffs here. And these are fine cards outside of a cycling deck as well. Mutating and giving something first strike. So here, first strike and Death Touch, and also Death Touch with Porcuparrot. I think that's going to be my pick. I wouldn't mind taking the Scoured Barrens. Now there's okay. So I think we've successfully transitioned out of cycling. Or maybe someone else is taking cycling. So now there's a Helica Glider. There's also a Cavern Whisper. Cavern Whisperer comes down on 4. Does not have Death Touch. I would like some lower drops. Maybe just Helica Glider is what I'm looking for here. We've got a couple good mutate abilities. I think Helica Glider could be fine. I'm going to take it. Now another Cathartic Reunion, but I don't really want that. I think another Caprador could be nice. We actually do have Shredded Sails, which is a little funny combo with Caprador. I don't think we're moving into blue. We're not moving into green. We have this black, but I don't really want that human, so I'm going to take Unlikely Aid. Okay, so now I'm seeing a bunch of blue. I could take Suffocating Fumes because it's a cycler. I don't really want Trap. I have 3 good removal spells already. I'll take Fumes. I don't really think I'm playing that. Wrong Crystal. I guess here I can take a Sabertooth, because it looks like black is the splash still. So I don't mind doing that. This can take something back. Corpse Churn, we're not really doing a huge reanimation thing. We're also not doing a sacrifice thing. Maybe I use this because it gets back Snapdax. I think I'm okay with that. Definitely making some cuts here. Here's a black low drop. I super needed that. Main Serval, it's fine. Okay, so now we're kind of moving, we're kind of back and forth between our low drops being, oh shoot, we actually need white. We need to be playing white to play Snapdax. That kinda slipped my mind there. So another Vulpikeet. There's also a Hemophage, which gives Death Touch to the parrot. There's also a Farfinder. I need white fixing to be able to play this King Caesar. However, with a splash on white, I can mutate onto Caesar, which is pretty good. Am I really going to take Vulpikeet over Hemophage? I think I might. No, I want that Death Touch. I'm going to take the Hemophage. I think I'll try to take more Farfinders if I see them, and boom, I do. Definitely snapping that up here. This won't get back Caesar. Definitely going to be a Farfinder. Let's put some of these in the sideboard. Not the right crystal. Potentially playing this. There's a Bastion. Are any of these the right crystal? That's white and black. A Divine Arrow. So if I end up taking, I don't really think we're abusing Bastion to the max. We are mutating, which is going to bring down the creature count. So I think black is still the splash color, which means taking a Divine Arrow is pretty good. And we're pretty well positioned to do black as a splash with that one land we've got. Here, Splendor Mare is pretty good. It's a 3-drop. I think this main Serval and Savai Sabertooth are pretty good. Flourishing Fox, but we've moved away from cycling at this point. I don't really love anything else in here. Splendor Mare gives lifelink. A Back for More. Back for More is excellent, but it's part splash color, part color we're not in at all. So I think it's Evolving Wilds to really lock up our black splash. Give Death Touch to the Porcuparrot. Hate to do that. Not our colors. Cycler. If this comes back around, I mean, I don't know what I would even want to pick out of this, but it's going to be Evolving Wilds, unfortunately. Tegia Tiger. Another Shredded Sails to work with our double Caprador. I think that could really be a fine little combo. Divine Arrow also works with Caprador, but that's kind of asking for it. Three drops that I can mutate onto. I don't think I'm hurting in that department, so I'll take a Shredded Sails. That's pretty hard to deal with. And depending on the colors that we're playing against, now there's a light Divine Arrow over Pacifism. I think it's still Divine Arrow. More our colors, but I think our splash is pretty good. I like picking up Divine Arrow with this double Caprador. And a Boot Nipper is wonderful. Boot Nipper's fantastic. Porcuparrot can jump on that. Snapdax can jump on that. We get a double striking Death Touch. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, so Valiant Rescuer is not in. Neither is Stinger. Memory Leak, pretty good. So at the top end we actually don't have like too many very powerful things. I mean, Lava Serpent's fine, Sanctuary Smasher's fine. Oh, no, I don't not think that's the right one. I'm gonna take a Blitz Leech. Wow, another Shredded Sails. I'm not taking it over anything here, so I will take it. There's a Night Squad Commando. I don't think that's really what this deck wants. Pategia Tiger. I already have these other ones, so put that back. Another Night Squad. Another Pategia Tiger. Okay. I think this deck is something. It's got a good amount of removal. It handles a Black Splash pretty well. It's got a bunch of Death Touch for this Porcuparrot, if that gets off, and even if that doesn't get off, a double striking Death Touch creature is going to be pretty hard to deal with. We're giving flying to a lot of things. Marmoset's not going to make it. Fumes is probably not going to make it. Serval's decent. Some low drops to mutate onto, I think, are what we're looking for. I definitely don't mind Cathartic Reunion in a deck that can play it. Lava Serpent's fine to cycle. Sanctuary Smasher. Actually, Sanctuary Smasher, I think we're really abusing this First Strike Death Touch. We're really abusing Death Touch in this deck. So I like Sanctuary Smasher to cycle onto any of these guys. I think we can pretty safely drop a Shredded Sails. So we've got a couple flyers to mutate onto. Splendor Mare is also a cycler, giving lifelink. Barfinder helps find a land. I think this deck made it. So we're splashing black. We're splashing black, which kind of complicates a low drop Boot Nipper. Actually, you know what? I'm looking at the composition of the deck here. I think we're splashing red. Yeah, we're splashing red. So actually, I want more black. Because these Shredded Sails cycle. Boot Nipper's a low drop that I really want. And then Porcuparrot's something I really want. But I'm okay kind of mutating some of these. Sanctuary Smasher might be double, but I'd rather get the first strike onto something. And the Blitz Leech is pretty good. I think just because there's an early Boot Nipper, and then so many ways to... Oh, this even gives first strike. Wow. Wow, so we can go Insatiable Hemophage onto Helica Glider and get a first strike Death Touch. So I think I don't really have a way to get card advantage here. So I kind of like holding Shredded Sails. However, I can do things with a lot of mana, it looks like. Well, no, that's not true. I don't have abilities on these creatures. So what would I drop? I think we can agree to drop a mountain and add a swamp. So now I have, this is 6 mountains plus a Farfinder. I could probably even do this. So now I have functionally 7 plains and swamps and then 5 mountains with a Farfinder, making it 6. I think I like that. I'd really like to stick this Boot Nipper and then just move right into the rest of my drops here. And also playing this combination, I have no problem putting King Caesar on something. This is pseudo protection for our mutated creatures. I think I really like this. I think I really like this deck. I kind of want to keep Cathartic Reunion just because I want to try it out. I feel like it's just a good card to have. Do I drop a land out of this deck? I don't know if I do. I do have some good cycling. I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 cyclers. Does that mean I can drop a land, go down to 15, 16, 17, go down to 16? Or would I just be better off? Would I just be better off dropping a Shredded Sails? I mean, if I really want to do that trick with the Caprador, I can Divine Arrow it. I lose a cycler. But I think Divine Arrow is is better for removing my opponent's creatures. I think I'm going to do this. This is a cute trick for sure, but having double Shredded Sails isn't going to be fantastic. It functionally works the same as a Divine Arrow. There's almost no artifacts to target that matter except the Crystalline Giant. I think I'm going to hold on to the Cathartic Green. I think I like what I've got here, and I'm going to try it out. Definitely Snapdax as my cover art, and I'm glad it's not King Caesar. I want the actual Snapdax art. A little cold. I think I might need to get a sweatshirt. Let's see what we got here. Wow. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah, I will take potentially the best hand I've ever seen. Wow, if we went first, this game could just be over. That's insane. Okay. So we're predominantly black-white. I will just go white into black and then go Sabertooth. Wow, a Boot Nipper. So now maybe I go Boot Nipper in anticipation of Porcuparrot on turn 3. I'm going to do that and put it on Death Touch. Sandworm. So we could be looking at a reanimation deck. But if anything comes and hits this Boot Nipper, it dies. Show me Porcuparrot. Otherwise, it's probably just going to be Farfinder. Or is it Splendor Mare? Actually, I would love to put Caesar on Boot Nipper here. So I think I'll put out a good threat and see if they want to try to take that down. I don't need to Farfinder just yet. So let's put down our red. Next turn I could go main Serval and Sabertooth. Oh no, I couldn't. I would have had to play the Farfinder this turn. I still think that's the right move. Okay, we got a Great Horn. If they just come and hit me, I'll hit them back for 3. So I've seen no removal yet, but I'm expecting a back for more if they cycled a... I mean, it might have just been the right move to cycle right there, but I'm not going to discount it back for more for sure. So attacking there won't really get me anything. Main Serval actually stops this, and I wouldn't mind if they killed main Serval. So I think I will just put this down. Next turn I can mutate. Again, if they hit me with something, I'll just go hit them back for 3. I would love to see them burn a removal spell right now. Okay, no blue. Not a fan of that. Okay, so they're not attacking. They're not attacking. They haven't used a removal spell. I'm expecting if I put down Snapdax, I just lose it. So I'm playing a little scared for sure. Double strike. They also just put up blue mana. So I'm going to put down this Plains. I'm going to put down this Farfinder. Take some action. I already have my double white. I think I'll just grab more white. And then put down this Sabertooth. Pass turn. So I'm going pretty wide on them now. Wow. Wow, that was bad. So that would have killed Farfinder. I mean, that would have killed Bootnipper anyway. So now I think I mutate onto this with Vigilance. They could easily back for more of that Greater Sandworm, and then I'm just in a lot of trouble. But Splendormare is good enough on its own, and the double block that they're representing would not be enough to take out Snapdax. This also kills their Great Horn. I'm going to give it a shot. Oh wow, resolves immediately. Doesn't mean they don't have, or no, they didn't have, Good, now I can attack with both. Okay. So it looks pretty good now, but we have kind of put everything out. Let's see if we end up with a back for more on Snapdax. Archipelagore. Definitely tough. Definitely a tough guy. Hits for a lot. We will be able to gain 3 life. Okay, so now we're representing the Death Touch trick. We have 6, 7, 8, nearly to just casting Space Godzilla here. I definitely don't mind just attacking. If they just swing out, I'll just get him here. Okay, so they have the Shovel. They do have back for more mana right now. There's Porcuparrot, so I could do the Porcuparrot Death Touch trick right now. It also would have lifelink. This is a... This is definitely an interesting one. So, the situation is, I could actually take this out and then give it... Oh, man. I think I want to diversify. I'll make something they have to kill versus Snapdax, which is very dangerous. So how about we go mutate onto Splendormare. It resolves immediately. Doesn't have trample. Alright, it resolved, so I've just got it. And I'm holding up Heartless Act. Oh, have I played a land yet? And now I'm holding up Heartless Act. So opponent is probably done here. Alright, GG opponent! Wow, so that was everything we dreamed about. I think this deck is really abusing the death touch, deal damage kind of strategies. It's a lot of first strike, a lot of double strike, a lot of pinging. Let me just count that up actually. I kind of want to see it. I think I'm going to save this deck, whether it goes 7-0, 7 or something, and regardless. So we've got a lot of removal. We've got one death toucher, one first striker, one second double striker, a pinger. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 cards that are supporting the death touch and quick damage combo. So I really think that's a pretty solid foundation here. I'm gonna add this to my. Well, we'll wait till later. Maybe I end up changing something. I don't think so. Man, I'm cold. I'm actually cold. Give me a second. I'm gonna grab a hoodie. Alright, scratch, scratch, scratch. Okay, very excited about this. I haven't had a ton of success with Mardu decks, but Snapdax is a reason to get in it. And a great reason to be in black-red is this death touch effect that we've been dealing with. Oh my gosh. Alright, so opponent goes first. We've got a Yorion deck. So Yorion decks tend to be a little slow. The deck is predominantly white. So I can expect... I'm going to get a draw. I can cycle Lava Serpent. I'm going to keep. I'm on the draw. I cycle Lava Serpent. And then I have the Porcuparrot. Okay, fantastic. So now I've got Porcuparrot ready. I just need a white land, which is one of my more predominant lands. Okay, go here. Cycle Lava Serpent on their turn. Yorion can take out with this. Oh, man. Sorry, opponent. Show me white. Still no white land. So I've got Rumbling Rock Slide growing. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. I really hate when that happens. I'm genuinely upset for my opponent. That really sucks. I'm going to go Hemophage because I have more Death Touch than this ping ability. I think this Hemophage is more valuable to me. It's more valuable to me than this Porcuparrot. Sorry, the Porcuparrot is more valuable than Hemophage. Subdual kind of gets it. I don't have a way to remove it out from under that, unfortunately. There's a Frostlinks. Our opponent is out of lands. We're also out of lands, but we keep drawing, which is pretty good. Still no white. This is tapped down. I have plenty of I have a couple ways to give this Death Touch. I have a Boot Nipper, I have a... So because my ways to give this Death Touch are lacking at this point, I think I'm just going to cast it. I don't want to just miss out on playing something, especially when my opponent's kind of stuck right now. Oh, they're getting their lands. Nice. I'm just going to say nice. So I wouldn't mind rock sliding that. Okay, so now there's a Vulpikeet. Can't cast it, though. So now there's a Vulpikeet. I could give this flying and then do a little bit of damage with it. I actually... So they don't have the colors to cast Yorion, but when Yorion comes out, I need to be able to deal with it. I think I need to hold this Rock Slide. So I really need to get some white. I'm going to hold the Rock Slide because I want to get the... I need to be able to handle Yorion once it comes out. And our opponent's been top decking these lands. I would attack. Push me Poacher, pretty good. They don't. So this hasn't mutated, so I can't really use it. There's our white. Wonderful. So now I can deal with Yorion. This will get a tap ability. I also have Blitz Leech to just take this out. I could go Vulpikeet. Oh no, I can't go Vulpikeet and Caprador. I don't have enough white. So I could just do that. I could mutate onto this. That could potentially lock up some of my plays, though. Does 1 damage. I think I'm going to pass. I think I'm going to pass because... Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Because I think Blitz Leech is a better option here. If they try to blink Frostlinks. Okay, so I'm gonna pass to blockers. They don't have white, so I can hold up Divine Arrow and Blitz Leech. Or I could just do this, actually. This seems great to me. They'd still kill it. Do they have a Essence Scatter? Nope. So now I've taken out one of their bigger guys. Are they going to get 2 off of this because I've heard it? Yeah, they got 3. Okay. So I've still got Rock Slide for that Yorion. What are they holding up at instant speed? Capture Sphere? Okay. So now that I've got another Divine Arrow, I think because the 1 damage isn't going to be doing a ton for me, I think I don't mind just attacking with the Parrot. Actually, I could like mutate onto Leech here. That could be pretty powerful. It's bigger than Yorion. If I did that, I still have plenty of mutators. No, that's not true. I don't have a ton of mutators. I think I'm going to cast the Caprador. No, I know. I want to attack. I know I'm playing slow. So my opponent's not going to have damage-based removal here. I think just putting out a Caprador is a pretty decent move. I need to be deploying white threats because I only have the one white land. I could do the Divine Arrow trick if it gets in a fight with Yorion. Yeah, so they're not going to be hitting this. I mean, they could have like ram through or something. They could blank that. Now this could get pumped. What would they be doing? Do I mind them using a trick on my Caprador? They could have bushmeat. Not bushmeat. This actually opens up the ground a little bit for me. I don't mind getting hit for 2. Okay. Oh, so they're just gonna do a flicker. That's fine. They probably didn't even have anything. Okay. So now, okay, now with the second planes, I think I try to do the Caprador trick and save my Rumbling Rockslide and take out Yorion anyway. Now I can put down a Serval. So I can try to mutate Vulpikeet on Blitzleech here and get another huge flyer. I have a couple threats here they're going to have to deal with, and the ability to remove things. They are holding many cards. They could reanimate Yorion. They're not flickering anything I'm totally worried about, though. They're going to have to deal with Caprador. Yeah, okay. So that does it. But I am holding 2 removal spells. I can make this a 6/3 flyer. Okay, so they did have an ability to get Yorion back. I can still rock slide that. Evolving Wilds gets me, I suppose, white. And I think I'm fine getting that. Still looking for... I don't really have the Death Touch thing. I would have to get a Void Beckoner to give this guy Death Touch. Boot Nipper's not going to do it. So I think Porcuparrot here is just fine as a big body. So let's go Vulpikeet on 2 Blitzleech. There's nothing wrong with attacking with everybody. Thank you, my friend. We'll just crack this. Go get a white. So now if Yorion comes down, I can just take it out. They'll probably stop this Blitzleech. I feel like when you have a powerful card like Yorion, but even like our Snapdax, it's good to have some recursive effects. Oh, I forgot that. Okay, that's fine. I forgot that I had Cathartic Reunion. I should hold lands from now on. Heartless Act. I'd rather hit Yorion with Rock Slide. Or maybe I'd just rather use Heartless Act right now when I know they won't be giving counters to anything. I don't think there's anything wrong with using Rock Slide. Heartless Act is instant speed. I'm gonna use Rock Slide. And we'll attack with all again. Thank you. So they have to deal with Blitzleech next turn. They have to remove something. They can't just play something here. Well, they might not know that. I can Heartless Act something if they tap out. If they play that Poacher, I feel pretty good just eating their thing. They're not going to be able to play... They can play a Keepsafe or something, which is something that could end up in a Yorion deck if you're hurting for playables. Their blue stayed open. I think I just go for it here, though. They're not going to... Oh, okay. Alright, so I think we've got it now. Well, we don't necessarily have it, but I'm going to Heartless Act. Actually, does it get me anything to Heartless Act that? I don't think it does. Yes, it does, actually, because they'll be able to use it to gain life, and I don't want them to do that with no counters. Thank you. So, Splendor Mare now. I could just play that. They would be able to... Good game. They actually can't even get any of my guys by double blocking now. So they have to lose a blocker to Porcuparrot. And I just play a Splendor Mare to go wider than them. And that should do it. Okay, so I think we've beat Yorion. Maybe a... not even a extinction event right now absolutely destroys us. And I think that may be charge, okay. Alright, that should do it. We're going to be able to get around them. If I even get a single mutator. Mutual Destruction. Gonna give him a nice. Alright, very cool. Good game. Okay, so that looked pretty good. Unfortunately, our Death Touch Pinger combo got interrupted, but what are you gonna do? I didn't have the card draw effect in that game. Didn't come up. Would I replace it with anything? The Shredded Sails combo worked really well with the Caprador. Corpse Churn is fine. I think I'm pretty content with this setup. The Double Divine Arrow. Yeah, pretty happy about this. Even had a situation set up right there. This was wonderful. Boot Nipper into probably just Splendor Mare is probably fine. Opponent goes first, so opponent's been going first. I guess we've only played 3 games, but opponent's been going first twice. Alright, there's a Helica Glider. Unfortunately, the Boot Nipper can't combine with that in a good way. But maybe it's just Boot Nipper Helica Glider as a flyer. I don't have the red to go get a mare. There's a Glimmerbell. Okay. Okay. So now I definitely want Boot Nipper to make it. Oh, let's hello. I forgot the hello. Death touch. Hello! So now is it Helica Glider at first strike? Let's see if they like take this out. No blocks. Okay, another white. Oh, well, no, this isn't Death Touch. What am I saying? I think I'm gonna attack because it's only Death Touch, and I'll even put down a Splendor Mare. Let's cancel that. Next to combat. What are they gonna have for black? Oh, they could have a Ambusher, not Ambusher, the human, the 2/2 human. What's better here? Probably Splendor Mare. See if they Essence Scatter it. They have a stop. I think this would be a fine card to Essence Scatter, especially since they're holding up mana. Oh, they could have untapped and gotten me there. They probably should have done that. Farfinder. Okay, so a Splendor Mare attack looks fine here. Going to get a green, so they're a Sultai, probably Mutate deck. Now I think it's Caprador. I won't be attacking with this guy. Okay, go up 3 life. Probably Caprador is a flyer. They could mutate, be a 3/4 if it was a Dreamtail Heron. It also helps me set up for any good mutate targets onto a flyer. Okay, now maybe they're planning to... So those are Shredded Sails. I can't cast it, unfortunately. So I could attack with Mare. I kind of want to hold the Shredded Sails because I have things I can play. So I could play another Caprador. Let's see if they have an effect. Could be Unlikely Aid. I'm still gaining a good amount of life to kind of take this a little bit later. So they have something. That's 8, I think. Yeah. Okay. I can't do anything about that right now. Nope. Maybe I just cycle this. I think I cycle this, unfortunately. Let's before it blocks, how about we go 1, 2. It doesn't even do anything. Okay. How about I put down another Caprador? They've used a trick. Show me some red so I can get this Boot Nipper going. Duskfang. Okay, so they can grow their Glimmerbell now. This is a good mentor. Beautiful. So now, I think I attack with Caprador. If they block, I hit it with Glimmerbell. Otherwise, I can just take out Glimmerbell before it becomes an issue, and then I can still Helica Glider. So let's go like this. 1, 2. I would love to see them block. Do I just do it right now? And then play a Helica Glider on flying? I think I'm going to do that. I mean, it's so much pressure on my opponent, even though they're growing this Glimmerbell. No, I really think I should take out Glimmerbell. It's a great target to mutate onto. Yeah. I don't want to get too greedy, Because they could easily just lock that up and then I wouldn't have it anymore. And I have other effects. So they had Acid Scatter. But that's fine with me. I've got some flyers. I've stopped there. Oh, wow. I've got good 6-drops, I think, that they can try to get. Oh, they got Godzilla! Oh, man. Okay, well, lucky for me, I've got the first strike. I've got the first strike Death Touch effect up. I've also got this guy here, though. Okay, well, I'm definitely attacking with the Capradors. I want to hold up this first strike effect. Also, that was very good. Shore Shark. Okay, if that's what they're doing, they're gonna bounce my guy. I'm gonna put down a Blitz Leech and just make it go away unless they counter it. So now they don't get the effect. And I have a Death Toucher. Shoot. So they ended up attacking. I can Death Touch one of these. I think I really need to... I think I'm going to take it. Wow, that sucks. So now I can hold this land. I'm going to cycle and try to hit the Death Toucher. Okay. Oh gosh. What have I done? One. Or do I need to kill this right now? I think I need to kill this. 1, 2, 3. Oh god, that's 9. Am I just dead now? Yeah. Alright. Right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're just going around me. Unless I get a removal spell here. I have to get Heartless Act. Oh, and Caesar shows up. Oh, man. Oh, man. That Garuda on Space Godzilla. Whew. So Garuda on Space Godzilla is what did it there. Man, that was tough. Okay. Well, if they had just not hit our Space Godzilla, I think that was totally fine. Oh man, that was a devastating pull out of our deck. Okay, I go first. I can't play any of these cards, and I'm going to mulligan. Okay, well now I can cycle and play Splendor Mare and get rid of Space Godzilla. So this is not an awesome keep either. Hopefully opponent mulligans. We have removal spell if we get red. They did. So we'll mulligan, play we'll cycle, play Splendor Mare. There's red. That's wonderful. So now we have a removal spell up. Pass. There's no reason to show them what colors we are. Okay, so they're not doing anything this turn. Let's leech. Porcuparrot. So no combo here, really. I will play this in case I end up wanting to play if I need to play some black next turn. I could just cast Porcuparrot as a body. Fire Prophecy, so now I definitely will. So now we're getting a lot of red. It's going to be Parrot. I can get a Hemophage to put on it. I can do a Void Beckoner. Void Beckoner's on the bottom, though. So that's unfortunate. It would have to be a Hemophage to make this thing happen. They're going to move this as well. Flame Spill. Friendship. Okay. There's white. Well, we already had white. I need black. I think I attack. They're going to hit me for 2. If they mutate, they're probably going to be able to get through anyway. I'm going to attack. If they mutate, I can rock slide it. We're both a little low on cards right now. So they are mutating, they're getting Porcuparrot, but I'm okay with that. It's certainly not the Death Touch combo. And there's black, which is wonderful. So I have Blitz Leech up, but I'm going to Rock Slide right now while they don't have like a Convolute up. They could have... Nope, they didn't have anything. Alright, so now I definitely attack. They're not going to be surprising me by mutating. I have a Blitz Leech ready to go. So there's black. Something small like a Boot Nipper would be great. Oh! Well, that's actually okay. So Blitz Leech can jump in and stop both of these guys. I'll hold these lands because I could get Cathartic Reunion. So if Obosh attacks, I have to try to Blitz Leech to kill it. Odd mana costs. This guy was even. Okay. This sucks. Are they both going to attack? Or is it just going to be Serpent? Oh man, so I can just get hit for 10 here? I have to take out Obosh. Actually, this is what I do. Oh, it takes them out. It's going to get both. So we're going to be top decking, but they're going to kill me with this setup. One, two. So, oh, that was even costed. Okay. All right. So now, okay. So now we're in a strong position. I want to mutate onto this, but I want to diversify a little bit, and I'm not scared of this 1/1. So I think I'm just going to cast a Vulpikeet to have some have a variety of threats. If I had more creatures, I would. If I wasn't top decking for creatures, I would mutate. But I think having 2 things is pretty good here. So this could go south. So, okay, Fire Prophecy. They threw away another Lava Serpent. Wait, what? They threw away a Lava Serpent? No, they didn't. Zerda. Zerda's okay. So now... So now if I mutate, I can gun down everything until they get a removal spell and they're top decking. I could also draw a... I could draw Cathartic Reunion to get me back in this. I have a lot of good draws. I think I'm going to do this. Alright, let's see if it works. Under... I'm gonna pass because they could have a lava serpent. So I'm not going to block because they could have an effect. And they've already attacked, so I'm not worried about Lava Serpent. And I'm not going to risk this guy to a trick. Now there's a Divine Arrow. That won't stop a Lava Serpent, but I need to do something to get back into this. They could have Divine Arrow. I think I'm going to sit back knowing I can machine gun down their things. They have a Divine Arrow. I'm just going to do this. They didn't have anything last turn. I'm just gonna pass because I'm very sure they have Divine Arrow, and I don't wanna get hit by it. These attacks don't make sense if they don't have something like that. I can also hit them until I get a good removal spell. Now I have a Caprador that attacks through a Divine Arrow. They're really just screaming at me that they have Divine Arrow, so I'm not going to do anything about it. Awesome. Good game. So I think what happened there was... what I'm pretty sure happened there was opponents saw that maybe they know the removal in their deck, and they only had Divine Arrow to deal with that guy, with that Porcuparrot. Once it was clear that I wasn't attacking, they would probably figure that I knew they had Divine Arrow and wasn't going to attack. And with Caprador as the perfect foil to a Divine Arrow, they were going to be taking 2 a turn, and I was going to kill every single one of their creatures. So I expect that's what my opponent was just thinking. And in those colors, they weren't really going to have... I mean, they had some black, but they had a lot of damage-based removal to try to get rid of my Caprador. So I go first. Double Divine Arrow is nice, but I'm going first, and this is really defensive. I could cycle Space Godzilla. I'm going to mulligan. Okay, this is... This is okay, I think. I have King Caesar here. I don't have the white to do it. I'm not going any lower than this, though. I think I'll just drop the main Serval. I don't like this, but... Any white just lets me hardcast this. It's a pretty big body in itself. Depending on what colors my opponent is playing. Stormworld Caprador could be a good place for... Could be a place for Caesar. We'll go black, because a white lets us play most of our stuff. Okay. So definitely nothing on turn 1. I hate seeing plays on turn 1, so there's a white. This looks pretty good now. Cycling, potentially. Cycling, with the exception of... So it is cycling. So I think here... I hold up Divine Arrow. In case they try to attack me. I won't be playing King Caesar next turn anyway. I want to Divine Arrow this thing if it attacks. Okay. So that's not... That's certainly not a... Okay, so now I even have... I think it is Caprador. With these color combinations, they're gonna have a hard time dealing with. It's fine. Hopefully they play something. Okay. So with this color combination, they're gonna have a hard time dealing with taking out Snapdax here. So I'm gonna try to go for it, knowing that they can't burn out Caprador, and I'll take down Dranet Stinger. I can mutate this, right? Yeah. I can't. I need 2 white. Oh, man. Do I just Rumbling Rock Slide my freaking Caprador? Oh, man. Yeah, I don't have enough to cast Snapdax. Maybe I just cast Snapdax, though. I mean, I think I just cast Snapdax. I'm just going to do that. It's got Double Strike. They'd have to hit it with a Rock Slide. Caprador's not going to be blocking. I can just make this gigantic all of a sudden if they don't have a removal spell. So they had Pacifism, so mutating would have been a bad move anyway. Okay. So now I think I should just take out Sergeant so I can start blocking everything. Unfortunately, this pacifism is really getting me. So Thundermane, again, can't deal with Caprador. What are they going to have? Flying effect. I'm not going to block this. So there's Splendor Mare. I can Rock Slide and... Yeah, I can Rock Slide and put this effect on Splendor Mare, which is going to gain me a ton of life on a hard threat. It's going in a little hard on this guy, but I don't see how they're going to stop it without another Pacifism. So I think I'm going to try it. What are they going to do? So let's attack. See if they do anything about it. I'm just going to cycle it. Onto our battle wagon here. And I can... Do I have something that costs double white? I don't. So I'm just going to hold on. I have 6 mana now. I have a huge threat in the air. They're going to have to pacify it. If they can, then they've kind of got me. Otherwise, I'm pretty safe with this Caprador. Yep, they're looking for an answer. They don't really have anything to hit. Oh my gosh! What a smart move by the opponent here. That's okay with me. So now pulling a mutator could be really nice. They'd have to hit this twice to make it big enough to block me. And even at that point, my guy just has lifelink. I can't do anything about that. They have a double strike effect, maybe? A divine arrow. Yeah, so they can pump it. They're gaining a lot of life. Man, that is a powerful combination. I did not even see that. Are they done? I hope they're done. I don't have a way to take out this Caprador. So if I had been playing my lands, I could cycle here. But right now I'm dying to Caprador. So if I attack, I go up to 11. They hit me for 7 and I die. So I think I'm going to hold on to Space Godzilla and try to block. That's not good. They're going to have to hit it twice. Oh, shoot. Oh no, they have first strike. So they weren't able to do the effect, but they're gonna have to cycle a lot. If they can do that, it is first strike. I have to block this. Alright, so now I have to cycle this to try to look for a Divine Arrow of my own. 1, 2, 3. Heartless Act could do it. Could help remove these counters. This has first strike now. Oh my gosh, the Divine Arrow. Who's gonna have the bigger Caprador? Oh my god, what? Dude, come on. That's just so rude. Come on, if you're holding the flare, just hit me. Oh, you know what? No. No, that's not true. I could have done something funny there. You want to run your opponent out of mana before you make a big play like that. So, I'm not going to get mad. I didn't have counter magic, but I could have had the 1 mana gain 4 life. That's fine. On my end, it looks like sandbagging, but to them, it probably was not. So, Caprador, Divine Arrow combo. Go get a black, probably. I go first. Oh, man, that's annoying. I hate seeing a turn 1 play. It really just grinds my gears. Another Divine Arrow. So now I don't feel too bad burning one of them. On Caprador. And there's the red land. I think I play the red. Let's go Caprador. They have just a lot of good removal here. And pacifisms, Divine Arrows are fine for me. Let's see what they do. Don't attack, man. Oh, come on. I'm not going to block. Why would you attack, Sergeant? Okay, so now I'm gonna... Ooh. So I'm moving towards this. So I think actually making this a huge threat in the air is good. And then I can try to Vulpikeet. Oh wow, I could like almost kill them next turn if I do this double striking thing. So is it worth it for me to get hit for 4 to hit for 5? No, I don't think so. So I'm going to Divine Arrow in response to them attacking. See if they Blood Curdle me or something. If they do that, I'll take out Perimeter Sergeant. Yeah, They could really just get me here. I think... How about I pass to blockers, and then I just take out Sergeant instead of my own Caprador. Marshall. So now I can mutate onto Caprador, take out Marshall. It's got a decent amount of protection. And I gain 4 life. And hit for 6. So now, if I Divine Arrow this, I think they're dead next turn. If they tap out, I just win. Okay. They don't have 2 humans. They have to pacify this now. I think I just get them. They both attack. Play something small. Good game, opponent. Alright. So I'm going to deal 4 damage to it. It hits for double strike. Alright. Wow. That was awesome. So Caprador makes a great home for Snapdax. It's just a good home for Mutate, really. Good. Alright, so pretty happy with how this has gone so far. Still a little salty about that Garuda game. Okay. This looks fine to me. Opponent goes first. I guess Sabertooth, then I can probably maybe just mutate the Porcuparrot. I have all my colors. Caves. Say hello. Yeah, I don't mind just mutating onto Sabertooth. They could lock it down, but... Okay, Seize. What can I do about Seize? And I can't really do anything about Seize, unfortunately. I can try to get very aggressive by just marching towards my Lava Serpent. So Baby Godzilla's an issue. Okay, so now... I think I just attack, and then plan to play my Hemophage. I could just mutate this and then have Hemophage, but I'm dealing 2 damage and I think I'm going too far in on something. I don't mind getting hit by a big mutate creature here. Okay, still hit for a little bit. I don't think I'm going to cycle Lava Serpent because I'm going to get to play it. Let's see what they mutate with. Oh no, this is bad actually. Okay, but if I end up getting to my Hemophage Porcuparrot combo, I can take out these tokens. But I'm expecting them to have some good removal and Great Horn to help them draw into it. Oh, this is not good. But I think going all in is a mistake. So these both mutate for 3. So this Porcuparrot actually blocks this technically. So if they attack into it, I know they have something. This is a bad start, but this combo is tough to beat if they can't answer it immediately. If they swing in, that's okay. I hit them for 3 on the swing back. Still not going to cycle because I'm going to be able to play this guy. Serval is decent. It actually stops this guy. But I need to put down one of these. I could mutate on top of it. Make it a Vigilance Death Toucher. I think that could be okay. So why don't I play a Plains and go 1. No, I've only got 4 mana. So I've only got 4 mana, so let's go Porcuparrot. Because if they attack into it, I know that they've got something. They're kind of just racing right now. They could mutate again, draw more cards. Now they have the potential to kill something. Empathy. Ooh, no thank you. But they don't attack, so they might not have a trick. I can take this guy out and nullify their primal empathy. Oh, they could counter me though. What would I do instead of that though? I could go Serval into Serpent, but then they have a... I gotta try it. I have to try it. Alright. This could be game ending if they have the thing. I think they do. They have to. No. No! Oh my gosh. That's... Oh man. That's really bad. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this game might just be over now. So now they'll almost certainly draw a card this turn with something. God, I cannot believe that happened. Oh, how do they always have it? And I think that suddenly just kind of lost me the game, unfortunately. Man. Heron. Oh, man. I don't really have another way. So now they have a giant... Now they have a giant Kraken. And, oh god, I'm so upset. How else can I enable this? I really can't. I'd have to get Void Beckoner and a Mutator, so my Porcuparrot plan is kind of stranded. So I think I'm going out in this game. Gonna have to... Are you... What? Okay, well, if they attack with this, I guess I have to main Serval it. God. I have removal. I'm gonna have to block. They don't attack. Okay, Divine Arrow takes care of Boneyard Lurker. I can't even play a big creature. I think I should just play Serpent. God. Oh my god. They always have Essence Scatter. So now when they make this token here, I can do Savai and... God, I'm so dead. This is so bad. This is ridiculous. Jesus. God, this game could have been almost over. With that Death Toucher, the game would have been almost done. So now I know if they attack here, they've got a trick, and I can't block with Lava Serpent. If they do attack, do I block with Lava Serpent and Porcuparrot? I kind of need these cards to get back in the game. So, great. So they're drawing a bunch more cards. And they're drawing... So they'll have another one of these in 2 turns. I'm dead. I have to win in like 2 turns right now. If I got Snapdax, would that change anything? Potentially. They're gonna mutate. Yeah, I'm done here. So I can't just sit. Oh, God, I cannot believe this. I'm gonna attack. I mean, so I'm gonna hold these in case I get reunion. They still draw 2. I've already lost this game. This this freaking sucks, man. So they'll probably play another card draw spell. They're going to have 2 Krakens on the same turn. Boot Nipper can maybe get one of them. Caprador with Shredded Sails might be my only thing, but they're going to counter that. Rock Slide doesn't do it. Oh, now they're taking out Porcuparrot. Sanctuary Smasher doesn't do it. Sanctuary Smasher on a Death Toucher could be okay. I need to draw Cathartic Reunion, pitch these 2 lands, draw into a bunch of good lands, draw into a bunch of good cards. Yeah, I'm done. Okay, I can play this. Yeah, I'm screwed. Man, so this was a good run. Pass. This was a good run, and then just breaking up our Death Touch combo is just losing the game. So, there it is. So I'll probably put this video up because it's good, but this is devastating. I'm so upset. The deck was cool. Oh my god, are you serious? The deck was cool, but like this is just, oh my god. All right. I'm dead. Okay. I can't even. I'm gonna play it out, I suppose. I mean, I'm dead here. I'm gonna block with the Sabertooth and the Serval and take 5. And then there's nothing I can do, really. I'm just gonna see what my deck had. I'm just gonna good game them and then have them hit me. I'm not gonna be too upset. I mean, I got enough wins to make this worth my time. But this is just so disappointing. And the deck's kind of just crapped out here at the end. Okay. So I go 1, 2. I need to keep that Porcuparrot alive, so I'm just going to do this. Oh, what? What happened? This guy wasn't attacking. Alright. Was that just me? Did I miss that that guy was attacking? Alright, well, it was an alright draft. We got a House Demir deck, that's fine. You're gonna get added to decks, because I think this was a good deck. Um, you know, that's fine for me. This is enough for another draft. That's really what I'm what I'm in it for. Snapdax deserved better. That cool Death Touch combo just didn't get off. It got disrupted a little too much, but still overall pretty good. Should have done a little better. A little disappointed in the end. That last one just hurt because of how much we got dominated. If it had been closer, I would have been all right with it, but that game was not close. All right. Well, we'll try again, do a little better next time, and we'll see if we can redeem Snapdax, our boy here.